Hey everyone, how's it going? I know it's been about a week since our last stream. That was with the origin stories with the whole D&D group as we all sat around the couch. But we've posted a couple of videos on YouTube since then, and finally getting around to breaking down the episode that I posted earlier this week. No More Secrets. Um, in this episode, if you don't want any spoilers, go ahead and don't. I won't feel bad. Hop off the stream and check it out on the YouTube, which is 6D6 spelled out SIXDSIX. And in due time, that will be what we're going by on Twitch and on Facebook and just all the platforms. Our group name is going to be 66, and I'm super excited for that because when I first started with this, I just went with D Machine DMs. Sounded nice. It's kind of what I kind of thought of myself. I'm D Machine, and I'm a dungeon master. And so now that the rest of the party is getting more involved with the streaming and the videos and stuff like that, I'm a lot more excited to approach this as a group, as a party, and I'm just excited to see where it goes, and we're just having fun with it. So if you're new to the channel, the stream, any of the above, welcome. So in this episode, I'm going to dive into about the first 2 hours of the last episode, No More Secrets. And the reason why I'm doing this is for an opportunity to explain anything that happened during the session to some of my guests or fans that might not know a lot about Dungeons and Dragons, or if they just want to come and hang out and talk to me. Totally okay. But also, I am a terrible note taker, especially while playing Dungeons and Dragons, because I'm too caught up in making this as entertaining for the players and for you guys as possible. So I get too caught up in making voices and just telling the story. But without wasting too much more time, I'm gonna go ahead and get this video underway. I'm gonna start taking some notes. Hi everyone. Feel free to, say hi in the chat, and we'll get this underway.
Spit and iron. That iron.
The video will catch
Iron
up in a
tulip.
second.
Iron tulip.
I keep wanting to say lily, I'm like, that's not the right level.
I don't know why I thought spitting was part of it.
Or a farm. I'm not gonna lie, I think that was. Yeah, that one.
Okay, I started the recording. So, yeah, it's still, I think you guys ended the session. You guys went to bed.
I think we were like headed off basically.
Headed off.
Just gotten into the tavern, I think.
Okay. So, right. So, you guys woke up in Tariff, headed to the Omar lava cave, fought your way through a bunch of elementals, found that Hawken Dirk was the vampire as he was feeding on a goblin, chased him through the cave using a water slide to keep up with him, and then led into a room where a devil known as Farid emerged from a portal. You guys fought him. Dandy killed him. Otar got a new sword. And as you guys, through Creorn's hunter's mark, knew that the vampire fled into a magical wall, that it was a fake wall, and then presumably hid into the city of Altanova. As you guys came out, you guys found a bunch of random things, a couple of weird stones, telescopes, sunglasses, and then you guys split up. Dandy and Otar, you guys went to the Iron Tulip to see about Otar's bounty, and started telling some patrons about the story of Farad, while Connor, Creorn, and Revelor went and met with Cedric Mockin?
Macon or Mockin.
Something like that, yeah. And basically kind of filled you guys in some of the screwed up shit that's happening in Epheron, specifically Adroxia. Showed you guys kind of like a battle map where he kind of keeps himself updated on like what's going on in the war. Showed some concern. He's getting messages from a purple magic conch identical to the one that most of you guys saw Dandy get. He had a bunch of ramblings that he couldn't even understand. He just did his best to write down a spoken language that he's never spoken before. You guys saw the atrocities. 3 of you guys helped some slaves kind of unchain and returned the wheelbarrow and headed to the Iron Tulip, where you guys were getting your 75th and 76th message from Dandy. After you guys had a confrontation with Niobe, the pit's ringleader, who has requested you guys find a dagger that was stolen. You guys met back up at the Iron Tulip. Otar and Dandy very intoxicated. Otar less than Dandy, despite the stack of ales and shot glasses in front of Otar. What do you guys want to do? You are still exhausted.
Even after
You guys haven't rested yet.
Oh.
That was all still one day. Still one day.
Right, we just met up.
Yep, you guys just met up at the.
Gotcha. And I had agreed to be some guy's pit fighter to help spell his name for.
Yes, you
Yeah.
met Doran Morgrim, half giant with dark skin, who lived in a cave far underneath the church. The only thing there was a bed and a forge.
Yeah, I don't know it, but I'm taking Otar's spot as a pit fighter.
So he gave you a new crow's beak.
And directing me to people to get gems.
Yep. You guys were told about Avet, to find an enchanted gem that you could put into the socket.
So we meet up in the tavern. We just walk up and see them drinking at a table. Is that right where we left off?
If I recall, like you had just tapped Danny on the
Yeah.
shoulder, I think.
Right.
Because he was still trying to message you.
Yeah, it was like mid 77th message.
Yep.
So just like tap on the shoulder and say, "Hey, I'm here."
Hey, you're here. It's drinks. How's the vampire thing going?
It went. They seem to have already known about the whole demon portal thing, but they didn't know about the dwarf.
So they know about demons. They know about fucking the lava monster.
Do
They
you?
don't
You
know.
you look like you need a.
I need to sleep. I have like one thing I can do spell wise probably. I can what can I do? I can make myself look somewhere else.
Would making yourself look like someone else help you?
I don't know, cause I'm not in trouble.
Hey, do you want to be slogged right now?
I mean, I probably shouldn't be, but I'm not against the idea.
Because I just realized that lamb hands cures the poison. I can stop. If we
Oh
didn't
no,
roll.
just ruin his buzz, man.
It's like no more drunk.
Alcohol is a neurotoxin. Just fine.
I diagnose you with sober.
Aww.
I just look at it, I was like, if you want to lay your hands on me, it's gonna be a wild night. But I'm not against it.
He did kiss you the same day.
Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna.
So I guess there's a little bit of confusion. This D&D session's already happened. So I'm re-watching the recording because I was incapable of taking notes during the session. So I'm going back to re-watch it so that I can take my notes so that I'm better prepared for my next session next week. Yeah.
Never mind.
Join us. It's a fun time. Isn't that right, Ozar?
Yeah, you're sitting right next to him at the bar. Well, you guys are at a table in the bar.
Where you have a costume invited, so take it as you please.
Otar has 2 drinks in his hands. He's drinking one and just raises the other one.
I guess while you're in the drunken state, you want to make some more money?
Yeah, I'm not against that idea. I kind of have a business plan for us, but that's the subject for another day.
I mean, I know we lost a lot of money in the horse races, but
Oh, you gambled in the horse? Why didn't you tell me?
you gave me money for. I lost it already.
I did that because I felt bad. I mean, you guys spent 500 plus gold. I can only. How much did I give you?
I think you gave me 200.
That's all I could give you.
Did you spend 500 gold?
I don't think I gave 500. I think I put 100 maybe.
I have it in my notes here somewhere.
I think you
Put in
barely
500.
made your money back, and maybe
Yeah.
had a little bit extra, whereas everybody else made money, basically.
I mean, I was under the assumption you guys basically lost everything. And I know how it feels. It's not a good feeling. You put all your time and effort gambling on family, and only for it to all just fall through. It's not fair.
On family?
That's actually a pretty good drink. What flavor is this?
You're not at the bar. You're at a table. Are you just screaming?
Apparently.
It makes sense what you're doing.
You at this point is now a male halfling working at the tavern. It's just the house ale, and I poured it 2 hours ago.
Some old.
So it's old, it's warm. This is great.
Nope, I think I'm tasting my lunch. Oh, Okay. Uh, so yeah, I don't mind making money. Sounds like a good plan.
Well, you know, I haven't seen them. You know, like some pits around here.
Yeah, yeah, I do. You won't beat Ozar, but I know some pits around here.
I just sort of agreed to fight them.
Ooh, that's cool. Are you going with weapons or without weapons? Because once again, we have bad experience with blades. Ozar nearly killed a man. But don't worry, I saved
Well,
him.
I
By blasting his fucking head off.
I would assume with weapons.
Alright, if you're fighting with weapons, let me tell you one thing. Do not accept stuff from the outside people. They're not working for you. They just want to make their own money.
Outside people like.
In the stand, it's a nice little dome arena, sand pit on the bottom. It's very pleasant outside. It makes like a beachside thing. And yeah, there's a giant cage on the outer area, but if people throw things inside the cage, don't accept them.
So, he's what he's describing is there's it's very arena like. There's stadiums for everyone to stand around. There's a cage that goes across the top of it that's held in by stone pillars that are in the middle of the arena, and there's a high high current stream that goes down the center of it, and there's a walk path across the middle of it.
Okay. Well, yeah. So that's the whole, new horse bet thing that I was wondering about.
Connor put a total of 150 gold onto the horse races.
Okay,
I
so
put 50 on one horse
And 100 on the other,
so
yeah.
you basically made your money back with all the other.
Yeah.
Well, he stole all.
Yes.
Allegedly.
That we love.
See, I'm gonna just sit down and talk about the pits. You guys can do what you want.
Revelor's had a hell of a day. He's going to order one shot of whatever the strongest thing they got is, down it as quickly as he can, and immediately make off for his room. I'm done with today. I am going to meditate. And he's going to storm up kind of like angrily and frustrated into his room.
Okay.
Assuming that we have rooms already. Not that I'm buying a room.
We got a room.
Okay, so I'm buying a room with my shop or whatever.
Okay.
And heading up to it.
And so so you go and you buy a room. This tavern is the inn attached to the tavern is unlike many that you've ever seen before. It's more like what we would consider a motel. They hand you a key and they point you into kind of like this odd, like the bar is the front. You exit the bar and there's a U-shape like cul-de-sac that has doors, and the opposite side of the door, like when you walk into your room, there's a barn door leading to a alleyway that you assume that people are taking their carts of goods or whatever they have, and they're wheeling them into these larger doors to keep them safe overnight.
But yeah, if anyone needs me, I'll be in my room. Take my shot.
You're a holy person like he is, right?
Something like that.
Right. God of human kindness. Why doesn't that sound right? It's a human god.
Talking about Elm?
Is it Helm?
That is a human god,
Elm is
yes.
his human god of protection.
He protects people. That's why he's kind.
I mean, yes, yeah.
How does he fare against vampires? Because we really gotta tell someone about this if we can't do anything ourselves.
I assume he works really well
That's good.
I say you were gonna say mysterious ways.
I figure Helm is a bit more straightforward in things. But
Not a beat around the bush type of god.
No. Well, we should shouldn't we tell more people about this whole vampire situation?
I mean, I kind of bring it up sometimes. You guys are the ones who shush me. I mean, I guess it's also because it's about the talent, and like we don't know who could be. You know,
That's the main reason I try to keep it kind of.
Say again?
That's the main reason why I try to keep it a little bit more discreet. Is we don't. All we know for a fact is that he's involved. But we don't know who else he might have with him, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. But we should tell mayors or stuff. Like high-end people that gather armies and do stuff about it.
I think we should at least probably talk about increasing numbers of vampires. Maybe not mention the talent, but vampires.
That could work.
Who's all still at the table?
I left.
You've left. Okay.
I'm
Everyone else make a perception check.
I'll just go ahead and say
advantage. This is for hearing. I don't know if anyone has advantages on specific things.
No, I rolled a 2.
That's an 18 with disadvantage.
On natural 20. What about you, Creorn?
Get my die out.
Oh, okay.
It's a dirty 20 for me.
Interesting. Okay. So I'm imagining you two are sitting side by side, and then Connor and Creorn are sitting side by side.
Sure.
Otar and Creorn, you were both on the same end of the table. You guys, at different points, you guys kind of hear a faint buzzing past your ear. Like when a fly is trying to get in your ear hole. You're just, and it's enough to make you go like that. It's nothing uncommon, but you don't see any flies. You don't see any bugs. And after you whisk it away, it goes away.
How drunk am I?
Make a constitution check.
Ethan is suspicious, but Connor has no idea he rolled 2. 16.
I'd say you got a buzz. You've been drinking for a while, so I'd say you got a pretty heavy buzz.
Heavy buzz?
Yeah.
Roll the 17. I'm sure he's gonna accidentally slap himself in the face when he goes to swat it away.
Perfect. Unarmed attack for a barbarian, that's 4 points of damage. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah.
That's alright. I can tell you right now, even though they say that sobers someone up, that's not how to do it.
It's like trying to swat the mosquito before.
There's focused on the buzzing, barely hears Sandy, and it's just still looking around.
I'm gonna look around the tavern, and is there anybody who's paying a little too much attention to our table?
Make a perception check for sight.
23.
Okay.
I have a +5 to perception, so.
That's a good one to have.
There's still quite a few people in the bar, but everyone seems to be keeping their own conversations. Everyone has someone that they're sitting there talking to. There's no one alone by themselves.
But there's nobody just almost maybe 2 glances at the table, anything like that.
Nope.
No one arrogantly up in the corner.
Nope.
In the original
There's no more guards in the bar either.
Yep. We'll talk about the money plan probably in the morning. Remind me, for I will not remember. I have my own plans for money. Best business oriented and everything. The one thing no one has thought of, not even me. And on that note, just grab the table.
What was he talking about? You understand his ramblings?
How many drinks do I have in front of me? Still.
I'd say you have one full ale, and then you have, because you're double fisting it.
Yeah.
So you finished that one. So you've got at this point 3 empty ales and 5 shot glasses. Empty.
Okay. I'm going to finish my drinks quickly. I'm gonna grab passed out Dandy and like, you might make me roll for this, but I'm gonna try to like fireman carry him up the stairs.
I'll tell you right now, even though my height is your height, my bulkiness is nowhere near yours.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and just roll for athletics.
16 plus 6.
Okay, yeah, you do it pretty easily. You're used to this.
Going to bed.
All right. Dandy and Otar goes to bed. Connor and Fjorn.
I thought about dragging you, so
You're
you're
just gonna
lucky.
watch Otar drag Dandy upstairs or out and look to him and say, "Today was a day."
Yep.
Just for your mental picture, I'm carrying him like a sack of
Right.
potatoes.
Honestly, the last 24 hours have been such a blur, I can hardly remember half of it.
Right? Like, when did the day start?
About a month ago.
Man's not long.
Was it in the cave? Or did we wake up in the morning and go to it? Or
We started our morning bright and early at the caves.
right. Do we have something going on tomorrow? Or I mean, like anything? Do we have something we want to do?
I mean, we're both wanting to find some different gems for our weapons.
Right.
But that's not like critical.
Nothing time specific. Or you didn't have a go to this place in the morning or anything like that?
Not that I remember.
Sweet.
You're like warding off demons over there.
I'm not here right now.
Okay.
So I'm not going to talk to my character because I'm not here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think it's just Tom and I around the table.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna sleep in because we practically walked all the way here in a sauna, and then walked around a whole lot more.
You stank underneath that armor.
Yeah, I need a bath.
Yeah,
for sure.
At some point, we gotta go get our horses too.
Or what?
Our horses.
Oh crap! Yeah.
We just left those at the mine or the lava cave.
Yeah, we need to go back. Maybe we didn't do that before.
Walk all the way to the right back.
Do we have another option?
No.
Get them.
also got to figure out how to get into rotation for the pit fighting.
Yeah, Otar, I think, can help out with that.
Maybe.
I mean, Dandy says about like not being able to beat him. Like I think Otar knows these guys sometimes.
Yeah, but does he just kind of wander in and just start beating up on people, or does he mean to go to pits?
That is an excellent question.
We need to start a prison riot. How do we do that?
Hey, everyone!
Yeah. It just happened to be Dandy.
Well, I'm gonna kind of just, well, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah. Me too. Stand up and get some ruse. Get over to him. That's right.
As we're walking out again, I'm gonna look at you, Connor, and be like, I'm sure Danny would share his room with you.
Nope. Actually, does this place have a bath or like a hose? Or is there like a stream nearby or?
I mean, so Altanova is on an island. So
Right.
most of the water that comes through it is salt water. So the bathhouse has like, you can find a bathhouse. I'll stop there.
I can find a bath. I mean, I am steep. I need a bath. And I'm so tired. I'll ask the bartender, but do you have just like a pump I can fill with water and wash myself?
I've got like a pot.
You
I don't have anything big enough for you. You
I
can.
take a bird bath, sure.
Go steal
Okay.
one of the water packs from either Dandy or me.
Oh,
With the water
literally
bath.
just hose yourself off. Yeah.
Hose yourself down. Just
Honestly, you still, yeah.
you could knock on somebody's door and just be like, hey.
I would knock on your door.
Okay.
He's plastered. And I don't want him spraying me with it.
All right.
Because you don't know which ones it'll come out of.
Nope, I do not.
God damn it.
So, I'll get clean somehow. Whether I,
Do you go to Reveler's door or?
yeah, I probably go to Reveler's door.
I think I'm still there at this point. I've been trying to meditate.
Here,
What is it?
it's me. You still have that water spray pack?
Yeah, come on in.
Open it up and
Yeah.
step inside and just say, how hard is that thing spray?
Well, I only had to spray it for one time, but it's pretty forceful, but I don't think it will kill your skin off.
Perfect, because I was like looked down at himself. He's been walking around in this armor in hot. I need a bath. Just wondering if you could spray me down.
You do smell a little bit.
Thanks for bringing it in
I'm
here.
staying in the doorway.
But go ahead and prestidigitation for his clothes at least. I'm just gonna unsoil your
Nice.
your armor, your clothes.
Thank you.
Solve that.
We can go to some corner of like outside or something.
So part of that room where people like store like a small cart or for like their wares, that has like a dirt floor. It's like outside,
Okay.
but it's completely walled
I'll
off.
just like mostly strip in that and just take like a prison shower. Just like stand against the wall and just get blasted by water and like just try to wash and rub myself down and then get blasted again and be like, okay.
Remember, the proper response is, thank you, sir, may I have another?
And so you strip down for all that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When it
Roll
gets
perception
in
check
my
for me.
armor.
That's a 17. Yeah, so 22.
I just realized what I did. But Connor's tired. It's bad.
Revelor, you see Connor's tramp stamp.
There was a time in his youth.
This hadn't even come up yet, and I was already going to say, like, if anyone asks, this didn't happen.
You see a beautiful butterfly.
It was the butterfly.
This never happened. We never did this. Tell Soul. I swear to hell.
Okay.
I've already forgotten that.
So, Connor, after his spray down, goes to bed.
Yeah, I'll get dry with some towel or rag or something and take all my stuff into my room and pass out.
You can all finally hit that long rest button.
And I'm with hit fights up and coming. I change my spells.
Need.
Can paladins do that?
You pick your spells.
Yeah. Like clerics, you just pick your spells, but you just have a much limited.
You're like a half caster.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have like a list of spells that you have prepared, and then you can choose from those, like wizards?
No. So like clerics and paladins and druids, I believe, just have the whole list,
Oh,
So like,
and they can just pick, every morning they can just choose what they
so
want.
you have access to like all whatever you're depending on your level, all the level 1, all the level 2, whatever.
I thought it was
spells.
only druids that could do that.
Am I exhausted?
Oh,
Yes.
hey Grant, I literally just messaged you because I just saw that.
Do I still wake up first?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because like I know like there's like. Yeah.
Yeah, it took you some time to fall asleep, but it's still about 2 hours before everyone else.
Okay. Then I'm going to, given everything that happened the day before, go down and I'm going to immediately start drinking.
Okay.
So when people come down or come into the tavern, I'm not already be there.
There's a lot of people in the tavern, but it's all kind of crowded around the bar. People are upset, and as you walk into the tavern, the smell hits your nose immediately. There was a fire in here. And so now the only thing that they have are drinks. They have no food for anyone. And so people are upset. They woke up, they want breakfast,
Right.
and you can weave through there and get your morning beer, no problem.
Fortunately, at the moment, all I want is to drink.
Yeah.
It will definitely come later, but I'll probably try to find a solution to everything.
Sure.
That's what I do with mine.
I haven't played Bard. Are Bards allowed to also, because there's a set list of preparation spells. You don't get certain out. Are Bards able to also switch by mornings or by levels?
Bards, I believe, have a certain. I believe the wizards have spells below.
Yeah. That's what I was impressed by.
Like you have a handful of spells, but you can
I don't
only
have
prepare a
the full
certain
list.
amount.
There's only a preparation amount of 11 that I
Right.
can choose from, and then I can pick from those spots.
Yeah, I only played the Bard once, and it was with that online group, and I just kept with the same spells because I don't know actually. I'll let him look that up, and if you can change, I'll let you do that
Okay.
proactively.
That depends on if I am able to change. There's one spell that I go to for the
When
Sure.
you gain the level in this class, you can choose one of the bard spells you know and replace it with then a spell from the bard spell list, which also must be level for each of spell slots. So you change your spells when you level.
Alright, so
Yeah, you have to be more careful and thoughtful with the bard spells you do.
Just for my own curiosity, can you check for yourself and warlocks as
Oh,
well?
I know for mine for sure.
His levels?
Like, absolutely.
Okay.
Warlocks are super limited. You have to learn a spell you want,
Yeah.
and if you're unhappy with it, too bad. You have to wait till the next
Okay.
level to change it up.
Just because I'm curious.
Yeah, you have to be very limited.
I want to make sure that we're playing by the rules.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I just kind of trample over the rest of them. Okay. So, yep, you can get your long rest in.
You can change your list of repair spells when you finish a long rest. Preparing a list of powerful spells requires time spent
Paladin.
preparing meditation at least 1 minute per spell level for each spell on your list.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so, the rest of you guys wake up?
Yeah, no, that's fair. And since it was like a private message, like stuff like that,
From our rooms.
stuff like that's
No.
to be expected.
No, and you noticed when you
To
so when you
come out
guys
later.
because it was kind of like a courtyard in between all of the houses. When you left the bar, it was very loud outside, lots of smells and everything like that. When you go into your little rooms, it's all really quiet again. Like these are heavily insulated rooms, quite for this reason.
Oh, I guess we're maybe missing this.
You haven't even gone into the tavern yet. So you wouldn't know
I
that.
would, when I get up and go, I'd probably sleep in a little.
But just a decade before, thy gaps are super in.
a little longer to gather my sanity back in my room. Did you put us in the same room, or I only ordered one room? Okay.
So is everything that
Yep. Yep.
fresh my memory, I can't go to the pits and fight.
That's what you were told.
Right. What was the task again?
You were banished from the pits until you guys got this dagger.
Okay. Which is not correct.
No. And nobody's told anyone else yet.
No, I did not tell them about that at all. Odar,
Mm-hmm.
while I'm bringing myself back together, can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Don't bring up the whole family issue. I'll figure out a way to help you get back to this, but this needs to be in-house.
You just refreshed the first memory. You have completely forgotten.
Oh, I was refreshing Ryan's memory. Okay. Okay, sorry, I understand now.
Yep. And I'm refreshing Odar's memory.
Got it.
Try to keep the whole family on the down low and when I get the stuff back and get everything in order, I'll be the person to help you get those bits and get some good money out of it. You need some of the fish and breakfast. I swear to God, if the place doesn't have anything good, I'm sorry to fuck this around.
Alright then.
I just watched Office Space last night with Kevin.
Oh.
So like threats to burn down the building are now much more like
And when
actually
you
begins. Okay, so long rest woke up.
Mhm.
The tavern has no food, so we go somewhere else.
Mhm.
Motherfucker! You're right. Sorry, 'cause I interrupted you.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
A few minutes into Costco pizza.
Yeah. So as you guys walk in and trickle in, some of you guys, if you want, you guys can grab an ale or some liquor or whatever. But the smell of burnness and ash hits your nose, and
Is the tavern owner walking around serving drinks, or are you?
they're behind the bar trying to like maintain the group.
I'll walk up to him. My dude. That's my voice, not his.
My dude.
Excuse me. What happened last night?
There was one too many orders. I accidentally burned some food,
Oh. Okay.
and it burned the kitchen.
Alright. Just make sure you weren't like bomb rush and your kitchen got raided.
No. When it was on break and I was serving all the drinks and
Everything just stopped.
yeah. Hopefully it'll be. I got someone coming back out to fix everything later. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have some working order of a kitchen.
Is it still like heavy smell or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll just help out a little bit. Is there like an open window nearby?
Yeah, there's a lot. All the windows are open, trying to get the stank out and trying to get in the cool air of the desert morning.
I got this. I'm gonna reach in my bag of clothing, pull out my. For the proper name, I think it was it's a cigar. Old Japanese instrument. Pop it down. It's the one I created.
Mhm.
Pop it in. Take it down and precipitation, like the smoke as I hit the strums. So you see the smoke almost like dance, like music, and the smell and everything will go out with multiple precipitations on the twines.
Oh, thank you so much. I was starting to get a headache.
Yeah, I know what that's like. Out of curiosity, how did you get this pattern started? Took it alone, built it from scratch.
Well, I've been the owner since we built it.
Self-built, alright.
About 15 years ago, Prince Niobe took a lot of us onto his ship and brought us here.
Prince Niobe.
We built Altanova.
No, holy hell. So you're like from the beginning to the beginning.
Mhm.
Nice.
Been here the whole time. Of course, with the rest of Natalan's wars going on, the rules kept getting stricter and stricter. But that made business better and better.
This city's only 15.
Mhm.
Since the dawn of time.
Time started 15 years ago. Wouldn't that be? Time, the world just
Rufus, and they're like, yeah, but I'm older than 15 years.
Like, obviously, the island has been there for, a long time. But, and there was, like, some residences. Like, it wasn't uninhabited,
right.
but it wasn't a city.
Right.
You good?
It's like two Roman soldiers walking around. Hey, what year is it? Oh, it's 200 BC. What's BC? Before Christ. Who's Christ?
You know, we don't know yet.
Well, it's like, what year is it? 2000? BC or AD?
The hell are those?
Alright. Well, that's actually kind of good news.
What's up?
Oh, personal thoughts.
Oh. Do you normally do those out loud?
As a bard? Yes. As me? Yes.
Are you implying that there's two of you?
Have a good day, sir.
Breaking the walls, breaking the walls.
One other confirmed, nor did I.
All right, so cool. So you guys all wake up random times. You guys all find the same thing. Kitchen was on fire. It's put out. There's no danger. And the rest of your party is all kind of just chilling around the table, waking up.
I've already been down for about an hour or so now drinking, so because there's no breakfast to be had.
I'm going to the nearest place, restaurant, don't care. I'm gonna eat. You get food in the belly.
Well, I had a bit of a rough night last night, and I saw it actually a restaurant on my way town, or way around town.
Are we talking like 5-star, or are we talking tavern shack?
It looked like it's a pretty decent place. It was causing a lot of ruckus. Everybody was trying to get in for the special. So they were doing, I think, bison and eggs or something. Sounded good.
Bison and eggs.
Yeah.
I've been here while I know this place.
Bison.
It's actually a newer building. When you were here, it was in construction.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, I could take you guys by there. I saw it on my way here.
Yeah,
I-
slow.
It's called like Ramses or
Oh.
something, I think.
Creorn, we need to head back to Tariff, well, to get the horses, but also these flowers we got.
Yep.
So we all need to head back there anyway.
Let's get food, and then we can
Right, food first.
get like a carriage ride over there or something.
Yeah, we can get one of those, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Bartender, one more shot for the run.
Sure.
It's a little early.
It is very early. Very late. Funny question. Yes, and at the same time, no. It's sort of a involuntary awakeness.
Connor kind of knows the answer to his own question.
Right.
Elves only have to meditate for 4 hours. They don't actually sleep.
Right.
Sober time of 4 hours, so you can't stopwatch.
I'll tell you over breakfast. Let's
So as you guys are leave the tavern and you start making your way to this restaurant that Revelor has recommended, you guys are walking through the bazaar, and a lot of the vendors that you guys saw setting up as you guys got to the bar last night are now closing up and are kind of like packing up their last few things, and all the so it's interesting. Vision, you're on a street, and there's buildings on each side. They've got windows displaying whatever items that they have. In the middle of the street, you have back-to-back vendors selling all sorts of different things: foods, clothing, weapons, you name it. In the middle of the street, and then kind of in between each building, where there's a space that's not blocking their entrance, there's also like a little pop-up vendor who's either setting up or setting down, and you're kind of realizing that there's like a shift here. There's nighttime vendors and there's daytime vendors.
Are you sure your place is open?
I mean, it was open about the same time when we came through.
They're probably closed. Plus, with that smell of the food over there, I'm not walking past that. I'm just gonna go turn and walk toward the nearest food vendor.
It's like fresh foods, like fruits and.
It was like a grill thing. Like
No, sorry.
Like at festivals.
Yeah,
they
the
just-
morning
right.
festival grills.
Well, actually, okay. So there is one food area, food cart, if you will, that is serving some food that you guys can smell as you're walking by. Make a history check if you'd like to, but you see a like a dark green skinned half orc, large tusks, standing in front of this table where he's got all these plates that are all covered on top of each other, and there's one platter that has slices of, it looks like a meat loaf, and behind the sign, or sorry, behind the open plate, it says one try.
With the 4? I have no idea what he is.
You got I also got a 4. I mean, I got 9 because of my plus, but I got a 4 also. Yeah.
What's that? Well, to identify something that's happening right now.
Okay. I don't know. I might get something out of a 13.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Yes. TJ, yes. And if you want to, you're not a very observant person. So I'll leave this up to you.
I'm gonna say yes because food.
Okay. You recognize the meatloaf. It's the same thing the otter ate. And the half-orc, deep, gravelly voice, saying something you guys can't understand, and as you guys are, stopping to look, he's, gesturing, come on over,
I went in over to Otar's ear. Being in this multicultural city, things are very common. Just wave my hand like I don't know, it's neat. Yeah, enough work.
I'll walk over. Like, one try? Like, sample? Or one try to eat the whole thing?
He takes, a knife that he was using to cut it and just, kind of hands it up to you with just, a small piece.
I'll take it and
As you're tasting it, it's salty, but it's not like dried meat. And you kind of the saltiness just kind of you feel it rush over your body. It's good, isn't it? Nothing has changed for you guys. He's still talking gibberish.
Oh crap! Is this that language thing that I got told about?
He's not speaking common.
Since Connor's no longer speaking common, I'm gonna take a bite also.
There's a half moment of I need to fuck.
Connor's the Tasmanian devil over there.
Oh yeah.
I will message him because it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
And in my head, it's like, you good?
Sweet crack in the head. I'm fine, but I think this is the thing that Otter told us about, messes with your language and allows you to speak things. I think this is it.
Second message. Do you know how long this thing lasts?
Hey, how long does this thing last for?
The sample only lasts for a minute.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your name? So,
Oh shoot. I named everyone else. Shoot. Yep, you got me.
what have you used to order that?
You could have just copped out and you could have said nonsense because it didn't pass.
Oh, I have to try another one.
Yeah,
no more tries.
What's your name? Where can you from? Like, oh no.
Maudai.
Maudai. That's good. this work right now, or?
Mhm.
Okay. How much can I get something for to go? Can I buy some and like pack to take with me?
Yes.
How long does it last?
One full slice, 15 minutes.
No, I mean like how long will it keep? If I took it and put it in my bag, like how long would it be good?
A month or two?
Alright. Well,
What language do you wish to speak?
shoot.
I'm gonna hold up my hand and say common.
You don't understand what's going on.
Grabs a platter.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Like,
He kind of like gestures to like a stack and a line of plates. I have common here, 5 gold.
how much for 5 gold?
It's a meat loaf for 5 gold that will allow you to speak common.
And if one slice is 15 minutes, how much or how many slices are in a loaf?
There is 10 slices per loaf.
Okay.
Message to Connor. The
Yeah.
hell's going on?
This is the language loaf. We're discussing different languages to get
Language
money
loaf.
later.
Oh, but it is edible.
Oh yeah, that's pretty tasty.
Okay. If you're still have time on it, because he apparently does he? Do you understand common? As I look to the guy.
What are you trying to do, man? You're screwing up my gig.
You know what? Give me. Yeah, you have it, Colonel.
Infernal is 15 gold.
Do I have to buy them in loaves? Can I not buy slices?
You can buy half.
Buy half loaves.
What language?
How much is work?
Work? 10 gold.
Half of it.
Oh, 5 gold.
You have no
15 loaf.
half. So.
Yeah.
And then the goblin. How much is that?
1 gold half.
I'll take half. Or no mission. Goblin.
Okay, so 7, 1, huh?
13. 13 gold.
Sure, okay.
That's right.
So, Gnomish, Orc, and Goblin. You can go ahead and write that down. You have 5 slices of each.
I'm gonna buy the other piz also.
What'd you say, TJ?
I'm gonna buy the other half piz.
Oh, okay. 13 gold for, you get 5 slices of, Goblin, Orc, and Gnomish.
The sign language.
Nobody wants the mystery meat?
Goblin. You can see, like, he has them all, like, kind of, it's a combination of, like, lines of platters of meat, but they're also stacked. And you can see, like, he's got stacks of Goblin, good stack of Orc, a good stack of Common, and then, like, everything else is quite a bit lower.
This is just for like character knowledge. How long does the whole month last?
The whole, like, as far as, like,
A whole month.
A duration of how long we'll do
150 minutes. 50 minutes. So they're 15
2.5 hours.
oh, God. Yeah, so 15 minutes.
Well, I thought it was 15 minutes for the whole loaf.
No, per
No,
slice.
per slice.
There's
10 slices per loaf.
So one loaf is 150 minutes, which is like 2 hours plus a half hour.
Yeah, it's 2.5 hours.
The sample I got was just 1 minute. It was just a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We got a cube as a sample for 1 minute.
Exactly.
Lucar's gonna
Like,
buy
yes.
half of goblin.
Okay.
How much you have?
1 gold.
Huh?
1 gold.
1 gold? Okay. Let's do a call half.
You're just gonna eat it now because you're hungry.
Okay.
This is an expensive breakfast, honestly.
Probably.
This isn't where I was trying to take this, but-
I mean, a normal person would think, oh, this probably shouldn't just be used for common food.
Right, yeah.
This is very sore.
I'm gonna use message on the orcs. Just from mind to mind.
Yeah.
Thought process going. You ever heard of a bag of holding? Supposed to keep food fresh for longer time than just keeping it in a satchel.
Hmm.
Well, thank you so much, Mordai. No, Mordai. That is
Modai.
Mordai. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bison?
So just that's what they had on special the last time I saw.
Let me know when I'm back to normal.
Okay.
Technically be 75 minutes, but
I'm not making a thing for it. You can still speak your other languages.
Okay, this is like a reactionary speaking.
Exactly. You have to basically to speak your other language. It's just you have to put it at the forefront of your mind. Otherwise, the magic's going to take precedence. So you can still speak common or whatever language, and you can hear it, you can speak it, and given those two informations, you can sound out reading.
Okay.
You cannot write it though.
Right.
Or no, you can sound out.
You can sound out, so like you're not going to be able to read as fast as you normally would.
Right.
Figure out written things.
Yeah, if you take 15 minutes to try to understand like a sentence, you can probably figure it out.
They swim on the lake. My granddaddy owned the lake.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying we go.
turned into subtle
Spicy.
Right. Breakfast.
I want non-magical breakfast.
I know Lucar's had breakfast for second breakfast.
So you guys,
As we're walking down, do I see any magic vendors selling like magic item area things?
you're gonna have to be a lot more specific than that.
I'm looking for someone selling magical items, and hopefully they have what in my imagination would be a bag of holding.
Okay, so you're looking for a vendor that has bags.
Essentially.
You do find someone who they're putting everything away. They're putting everything back into their cart. Basically they modified their cart so that they could just move up the sides of it to make the cart kind of tall, and everything's all stored inside like a closet. But otherwise everything is dropped down and everything just hangs down.
Good, sir.
You see a halfling female.
Madam. Oh. Oh, I'm not getting like. Madam.
Yes.
You said good sir, and then David was like, you see a female.
Oh, woman, man.
And so as you guys see him approach this halfling woman, the station actually right next to hers is another halfling who's barking orders at a half orc, and he's grabbing these cages of very strange animals that you guys haven't like quite seen before. And he's kind of like yelling over to the crowd, trying to get some last minute attention before they finish packing up, and then just like, no, put this over there. But the lady with the bags.
Would you by any chance have any magic bags?
I do. Yes.
Do you by any chance have a bag of cooling that keeps like food fresh for a longer time?
Yes.
How much are you willing to sell that for?
Hmm. Well, I am closing. Hmm. I have a bag of clothing I can sell you for 500 gold.
Okay. I'm gonna actually do a up down look, small little smolder goes over. And I say, for an early in the morning, man, you actually look quite well.
Oh, well,
Are you married? I don't want to intrude.
not anymore.
Hey, why?
Oh, we ran into some goblins on the way to Altanova a few years ago.
I do like a little cross you would think, but then it turns into like the symbol of like Elor or whatever. It turns to that.
Oh, it's like an eye. It's like eyeball.
Yeah.
See you.
There's like a bit of like secondhand embarrassment for like just hearing myself do these voices. I this one's a little worse than the half work. There, it's just, you don't like seriously put yourself into like a more feminine role or a masculine. You don't typically practice voices in the opposite gender. So just hearing myself do it is just like, yeah, secondhand embarrassment is like the best way that I can put it. It's amusing.
Sorry to hear. Your times must be difficult, especially in times of loss.
They can be. This cart gets so heavy.
Yeah. And with the craftsmen you making, do you make these bags yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, elegant, that's for sure. Craftsmanship looks stunning. Do I see the bag holding? Is she presenting it?
Yeah, she like pulls the bag of clothing up to the front.
And my, looks like you put time and process into it.
I put all the time and love into them.
I can tell with beauty such as yours, a beautiful item like this is well worth the 500. However, in my pouch satchel currently, I only have 400 gold to spare, for the other 100 goes towards my family. Is there any way you can go down 100 gold?
She looks at her, like, she kind of like looks back into the cart, and it's still relatively full. It was a hard night. Okay, 400 gold. I'll do it.
Bless your heart. And your future endeavors. One moment I have to go consult with the wife about the payment. The household or food fresh.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over behind a alleyway out of view. Slide out the chest. Take the amount. Slide it back in.
Okay. Is anyone watching Dandy through this endeavor?
I was gonna say, Connor is just like standing like in the street a little bit ways, just
Yeah.
like with a raised eyebrow, watching Dandy haggle this woman down, and he's just like probably standing next to Revlo or Creor, just like, look at this guy.
As soon as he said, I heard Dandy say something about consulting his wife on the payment, I started paying more attention because I knew he was up to something.
Okay.
I mean, it's like if he goes into that, I wouldn't like move over to look in that way, but if like he goes in the alleyway, I would have to like watch him go into the alleyway. Just like, what is he doing?
Yeah. So, if you don't want them to see, you're gonna have to roll, like a sleight of hand. Because, I mean, there's no hiding where you're going. They are watching you.
Well, I went in the alleyway out of view. I'm
Sure.
keeping them in mind as well, for sure. Especially when taking potions. Hell. 15 plus sleight of hand.
Yes.
That's a dirty 20.
I have bad news for you.
Oh,
No.
my man has a natural 20.
I do.
Oh.
But there it is.
Okay. So.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah, but you know.
I want to make sure we are on the same page.
You were the one that made the signal, like, got it.
Okay. So Creon, you see as he kind of slides this large chest out of the small hole of his backpack, and I'm assuming you pull.
Take out the 400 gold.
Okay.
Slide the chest back in. Alright. Turn around. Am I seeing him now in the alleyway looking at me?
I'd say so, yeah. Like they weren't making any. They weren't trying to hide. They were just like, "What the fuck are you doing now?"
Wait, did you bring the whole group or was it just him?
It was just him.
Okay.
Everyone else was just kind of like watching. Like they watched you. You went out of sight. Then they were looking at everyone else.
Technically, I rolled a 21, but my character doesn't really care for me.
That works.
Like, I'm just like, okay, that's that.
Do I recognize the chest as the one from the racetrack?
Mm,
Or is it more of just like a generic chest? So it could be, but there's no guarantee.
yeah, there's no guarantee. It looks like a pretty generic chest.
Okay. So yeah, I'll take the 400.
Okay.
Put it in the pouch. And then specifically take out my mic to make it look like there's only like coins left.
Okay.
Put that in the chest. Swipe, basically.
Okay.
Yep, I'll turn around, look at Creon.
Get out of the bedroom.
Because he's in my pathway back out. I walk past him, tap him on the shoulder, and keep walking. Yep.
Yeah.
Go back to the lady. Alright. Pull up the 400 nice and neatly, and I discreetly, like, make sure no one sees me with this.
Yeah.
Help her put the coins wherever she has. Give her the 400.
Make a perception check real quick as you're handing her the cash or the gold.
Oh, I don't have it. What else? Nothing. Another character.
Oh.
Ah, damn it. Perception? 12.
Connor, you as well. Make a perception check real quick.
And I would have obviously walked back.
Yeah.
And I do have a question for her before she fully shuts up her shop.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, because you're kind of watching everything that's going on, you see Dandy come back up, and he starts dealing with the woman again. But you and Dandy standing side by side. You like you know, with your third eye, you like feel like someone's watching you, and you kind of like look over your shoulder, and the halfling that was like selling all the exotic animals is kind of like watching you two, and he's like looking at both of you guys. And as soon as you turn your head, he goes back to yelling, barking orders, and
Is she a halfling as well?
yes,
Do they look about the same age? These two halflings?
halflings are really hard to tell ages.
Yeah.
I mean, you would
So
think that they
they're-
could be.
You said their boots were right next to each other, right?
They are right next to each other, yeah.
After I give her the money,
Mhm.
stay safe out there. I'll take that fully.
Oh, thank you,
I'll
thank
put
you.
the meat inside.
Yeah.
And all my perishable food that I held on to, because I thought we were still going to be in the other place. Now I'm on Open Nova, so the eggs, all my
Sure, yeah.
bread stuff that I was saving, I'm going to put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Wrap it up. And because I know I can't put this in the bag of holding,
Yeah.
I'll put this in my actual backpack.
Okay. You wanted to ask her a question?
Yeah. Who does your enchanting?
I enchant the satchels.
Can you enchant other?
Maybe. I can make bags.
Okay.
What are you trying to have made?
I am looking to get some gems enchanted.
Oh, you want to speak with Avet.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's what I was to speak to. I just, looking at sharing your wealth a little bit. Shop multiple places.
Unfortunately, no one can sell enchanted gems during the day. Only Avet.
What about at night?
At night, it's free.
I guess
At night,
It's free to sell.
Is that some sort of law or monopoly on some gems during the day? Or is it more of it's the night, therefore?
So I pack up now because another shop makes enchanted bags.
And this spot is where enchanted bags get sold.
No, they have a building. So,
I suppose, yeah.
no, never mind. She does her best to explain. If you have a building, you have rights to sell when you're open. No one else can sell your wares or similar during those times because they pay Altanova.
It's usually where your business, but it's away.
I just have my cart and I get to keep my money and not pay taxes. So I can only sell when they don't sell.
Gosh. It is some sort of like non-competition.
It's like the non-discreet underground market.
Yeah. Well, alright then. And does Alvet have a store or is he a booth?
That has a store.
You know where that is?
Down Main Street, past the pit.
Pass the light.
The pit.
Pass the pit. Okay.
Yeah.
If I wanted to get new armor, where would I go for that?
What type of armor?
Heavy plate mail. Really covers the body. Really covers it.
You would talk to either Mivo or Baratan.
Vivo or Baraton.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What about for improving armor? Enchanting or just in general improving? Light item.
I don't know. The bag makers don't do clothing. There's some tailors, but I don't know that they do enchantments. Oh. As she's answering your questions, Kriorn, Connor and Dandy, you guys kind of, like, the hair on the back of your neck raises a little bit, and, like, right within earshot, I couldn't help but to notice that you guys have a...
I would have, I'm sorry, the life we live. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn around and have a energy blast, Eric's blast, whoever this is in the face.
Okay.
I grab his arm.
It's okay, because before you grab his arm, the magic sizzles out of his hand. I did not mean to startle. I'm a little loud.
Hi.
I could not help but to notice that you two could use some improvements.
Halfling, human.
Halfling, the guy with the exotic animals behind you.
Okay. Down mid hop. We're
Sarah's also there, and his reaction is just standing really close to him.
He's standing. They placed a piece of wood across a bunch of the cages, and so like he's using the cages as like a walk, yeah, and or like a plank. Yes.
Hi.
Improvements.
Yes, those shields are rather boring. I have a shield, and he kind of like gestures to the back of the cart, and it is it's inside of a cage. Very boring, or not boring, sorry. Inside of a cage, your guys' shields are boring.
Yeah.
Inside of the cage is a golden circle of a shield that has different colored like gems in it. This has taken way too much attention and is not what I deal with.
I would. Not gonna lie, one of the spells I traded out was identify objects, but I realized I can't do that.
Why would you get rid of identify?
I didn't get rid of it. I was going to move into it, but I don't change spells like you do, Paladin.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna do that. I switched out my another spell for sending. I was going to talk to said sister and then identify what the dagger is when I need her, but I can't do that. So now I'm like, yeah, it's a very pretty shield.
One of your friends has identified.
Is that magical or just hang on a wall?
It is magical. It transforms to fit you.
Anyone have any idea how to spell this bullshit?
I mean, I could cast it. Find out what it is. It would take them
Yeah, could my friend take a look at it?
Ozark can identify.
Absolutely. He pulls out like a large key ring, and there's like 100 keys on this thing. He immediately knows which one it is, unlocks the cage, opens it, pulls the shield out, and hands it to you.
It'll take a few minutes, but I'll cast it.
As you pick it up, the rest of you guys watch as the shield begins to shimmer a little bit, and it turns, the wood turns black, all the stones, the gems, turn red, and it starts to like radiate this like little bit of black smoke.
Right. What, you've never seen an identify spell before?
No. I was thinking about it, and now I have an image of it.
Can I continue now? We're staring at me. Alright. I cast identify.
This is called the Shield of Style. Quite simply, it changes forms to fit in with whatever you look like.
Is it any other bonuses? Or is it just simply changes like this?
Your identify, you think it's just a common shield. It's just fancy.
As it says, it's a shield that changes stuff on its wielder. It's more than just that. It's long.
Hold it.
It starts to shimmer, and the wood goes back into like a polished cherry wood, and the iron edges become into like a silver, and a golden eye appears in the center of it. This draws too much attention to me and has tried to get me robbed 3 times just last night. Please, someone trade me your shield. I need a shield for protection, and that is just dangerous for me to have.
You want a shield in return?
Yes, please. You can have it. I don't care who. Just get it out of my life.
Does it?
I pull my shield off my back. My shield is a regular, just like cast iron like type,
Yep.
and there's nothing fancy about it. Like, damn.
My shield. I never really thought about what my shield looked like.
I never thought about what your shield looked like either.
It's really beat up at this point. And
Probably more well taken care of than what Dandy's is.
yeah, I
Mine was a family heirloom.
but mine. I probably had this one from home, or at least I got. This would be either this would probably be standard.
You probably just, it's probably a relatively common shield that you got from Lich.
What's wood?
Sure, I'll take something else.
Fantastic.
And I'll take off my shield and.
Perfect. Thank you so much. He takes it, just puts it back into the chest and locks the chest, or locks the cage. It's just the shield and a cage.
So you said these other exotic animals. I keep like just like
Yeah,
no-
so
Slouch.
I was gonna see that. What the hell is that thing?
like yeah, what by exotic animals? Like, does he have just like strange looking cats and dogs, or does he have like slugs in here? and giant
You see,
dragonflies, or
you
what?
see what appears to be like an albino weasel that has antlers. The more forefront part of where he's been like walking with the plank, there is a large cat-like animal that closely resembles a cheetah that has a large, sharp-teethed snout.
Sort of like a canine dog snout sort of thing.
Yeah, and its face and its underbody has scales, while its top has just a short-haired fur, but still very like a thick hide look. You see a hedgehog that's got these like green quills. Yep. Another large container or cage on one of the sides is it looks like just a giant blue gemstone. And then yeah, he's got some like cats and dogs and
What are you selling
Some
the
birds.
animals for?
which one are you interested in?
I will walk up to the cage and just outside of like range, just stare at the what do we call it, a Chitu looking creature. I'm
The-
trying to look it dead in the eye.
The cheetah one?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, yes. Many people interested in the cheetah dragon. Ah,
I don't know if I can roll animal handling to see what this creature's attitude is. Yeah. Or
yeah.
like an insight.
Yeah, I'll let you pick either one.
+2, so I don't know why.
At some point in the middle of all this,
Uh-huh.
Otar wants to hand Revelor his sword.
Okay.
And ask him to figure out what it is.
Oh, sorry, I should have
Oh
just
yeah, your
given
new
it.
sword.
You would have messed around with it the night before. I just need to add it to your character sheet. So I'll do that.
I still like that visual though of like I just hand that shield to you and then Carpenter just like sidles up and it's like, okay,
Figure this thing out.
This.
What'd you roll?
11.
On insight or animal handling?
It's the same either way, so I'll say just insight.
The will is broken on this creature. You would think, like, just looking at its appearance and knowing how, like, the animal kingdom works, this is probably typically a very hostile animal. But it's probably spent a long time in the cage.
How do you keep this one under control?
Feed it? Rarely.
This is the cheetah one?
Yeah. Their eggs will make you a fortune.
So why don't you just sell the eggs?
I do! You think this is my only cheetah dragon?
That's cheetah.
Mhm.
And how do you come across these weird combinations of animals?
Well, they live outside.
Hunt and trap them?
Yeah.
How much for him?
1,200 gold.
I'm gonna non. It's just a bar cage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna nonchalantly underhand reaching the cage in your snout next to the cheetah.
Roll an animal handling check.
Nat 20?
22 total!
Oh, yeah! Fantastic. The creature lifts its head,
Hopefully my video catches back up
Quickly.
here soon.
looking at you,
And I'm just looking at dead in the eyes, a sign of sympathy and a loss.
and rests his snout into your hand. Sorry, her snout.
Yeah, I was gonna say, his?
Her snout.
He wouldn't be laying eggs. You don't know.
It's like a monitor lizard.
How much did you say?
1,200 gold.
That was like a seahorse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you just saying it like, oh, these things like eggs sell for a fortune, but it's a
It
man.
just doesn't tell you what's male.
Yeah.
Considering how I'm gonna have to train this one myself, how about 1,000?
Refresh your page. It's in your inventory.
I just gave Ozhar the stat block for his weapon that he got from Farid.
He looks back to his cart, and you can see the half orc is like staging everything, and like it's gonna be a tight fit to fit his cage back in there. 1,100. Most people do not tame their cheetah dragons. But gold is gold. You do with it as you will.
It's not obtained though, so it's more of a risk for me. I want to buy this thing and get out of the cage, it runs. So it means you get the profit right away.
They run fast.
I don't know. It's gonna cost us a first spin. I have to stay firm on the 1,000, unfortunately. At the same time, though, takes away one more mouth to feed, along with the able body of, we can assume something you guys have to clean up. Gold is gold, after all.
1,050. I will include the muzzle and the harness.
1,025, you keep the harness. Or the muzzle, I mean.
Deal. Your fingers.
I'm listening to this, but I'm helping the old lady pack with her.
Okay. Does D&D Beyond allow you to, like, make An animal?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. I was not expecting that.
That's how I make
Was
your.
not prepared.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you later. You have to help that.
Yeah, definitely. I did not expect that as an outcome.
I pull the chest out. This is out in the open. Epic. Bag of holding. Rip the chest out. Pop it open. It's clearly more than 1,050. Carefully count out the amount. Hand it to him. Pull the chest. Slide it back in. Put it away.
And this is right out in the open.
Yep.
Right out in the open.
Yep. You just watched him pull out a treasure chest full of gold.
Yep. And half it out, basically. Half empty out. Top chest back in the bag of holding. And this, I'm actually going to do a sleight of hand. And I'm going to like take where I'm going to put the bag, in case anyone else is watching, and actually put it somewhere else.
Oh, like the placement on your. Okay.
On my backpack.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And with that in mind, I take the harness. What kind of harness are we talking? Are we talking like?
It's like a body harness. It's not like a choker.
Okay. I'll take the body harness. Does it keep the cage?
Yeah, he takes the gold from you. He has the half orc. He barks orders. Okay, he kind of stumbles over. He begins like picking up the piece of wood as he's still standing on it and like moving it over. And he comes walking back around on lock.
As the
And
cage opens, I want to be the first one in front of it, and I want to actually get almost face to face with the creature.
Mhm.
And ever so slightly, if anyone with a high perception is going to lean in and tap my head against his and like. Just gonna have to trust me.
you just hear kind of like a whimper followed by a, and it like a bit of there's a unusual amount of heat from his from its snout.
I'm gonna put the body harness on.
Mhm.
And have it walk on my side.
Thank you. I will be back tonight if you want anything else.
Thank you.
Was looking at Dandy.
Thank you.
That's the lady.
One of the few moments, if you actually look at Dandy, the face of like sympathy, pain is just over his face.
And that's the question nobody has yet.
Video.
What does it eat?
I already assumed it's me. Did you ask me or the owner? Oh, I didn't ask me or the merchant? Yeah, the merchant.
It eats meat,
Yeah.
and a lot of it if you allow it.
I'm gonna, the entire time, I'm gonna give her like back here, scratches and let's get the money.
It's just docile. Like I mentioned, like its will's broken. There's not a lot of fight in it right now. As you guys continue to walk on,
God, you're just getting breakfast.
yeah, you're just getting breakfast, and you've spent over 1,400 gold.
Andy's just one of those people who just like, what do they like? Just opportunity shoppers.
Right, yeah.
They're just-
Oh, yeah, impulse buying.
Impulse buyer.
I am an impulse
You
buyer.
go to get some breakfast and you spend 1,000 gold.
I am the guy that would go to the store, get the river groceries, and be like, I'll take a piece of goat.
That's literally.
Every once in a while, as you guys are continuing like through these conversation and walking up, you guys begin to smell the beautiful smell of food. As it's been kind of coming and going. You guys arrive at this building. Windows in the front. There's a short line coming out the door, and like almost in like cursive letter, there's red writing on a sign. and it says Ramses. And then you guys see like one of those bifolding signs right out front. Today's special, fresh bison and eggs.
It's like they have the same special on the one I passed by earlier.
Their special today is the same every day.
It's a new restaurant.
It's like the restaurant's called Specials.
I'm most like Connor is excited for bison only because I had a buffalo burger like a month or two ago, and buffalo is tasty.
Ridiculously.
Yeah.
And so I'm just thinking like bison's like the same, right?
Yeah.
Like Connor wants to know.
He wants some bison burger.
It's real good. It has a lot of flavor to it. Just try it out.
Burgers.
So as you guys arrive, you guys can see into the window. The place is packed. There's lots of people inside. You can see in the distance the kitchen is just bustling, and there's a halfling like wearing like a white suit, standing up on the counter like barking orders at everyone. And as you guys wait in line, a few people leave. You guys move up a little bit. You're only in line for maybe 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. Seems to be rotating relatively quickly. As you guys get up to the front in a very nice attire, I almost want to say a suit, but it's the wrong time, but you kind of get the idea. A dark-skinned, almost like a bluish purple tint to his skin, an elf walks up to you guys. Welcome to Ramses.
Table for 6.
Very well. As the pet with you?
Yes, he's the 6th.
Understood. Follow me, please. And he walks you guys over, and you guys get this, like, weird little, like, circle table deal. And the chairs are kind of interesting. There's a few, like, hooks on the back of the chair. And as you guys are walking in, you notice that, like, people are able to, like, set the things that they're wearing onto these chairs. So backpacks are just, resting instead of having to, like, sit on the ground or anything like that. And, like, somewhere to set your swords or, your weaponry and stuff like that. So it's a interesting little, you don't have to put things on the dirty ground that everyone's trampling on.
I want to put the shield on the back of the chair, but I'm not going to put my backpack under the table in front of my feet.
Okay. Your server will be with you shortly. And he walks back over to the front and is waiting for more people to leave.
Sitting down next to this cheetah dragon, what height are we talking?
Tall dog.
German Shepherd. Bigger?
Yeah, we're talking like Doberman.
I was thinking like
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So sitting down.
Big, very skinny.
I'll just keep on giving him emotions of affirmation of calmness and kindness.
Okay.
Connor just like his eyes hardly leave the elf as they get guided to a table, and after he sits down, like he watches where he goes.
And any of you guys that are familiar with elves would recognize this as a drow.
Oh, that sort of dark-skinned elf.
Yes.
Yeah.
But as you guys sit, there's a couple of menus on the table. You guys get to peer through the parchment to see like what they have. Yep, that's the big thing. That there's an individual paper for the special, and another. the waiter walks up to you guys, wearing the same outfit as the drow that let you in, but he's wearing kind of like almost like an apron. It's got a few pockets, and he pulls out a parchment.
Froze the video again.
I don't know if you want us to explicitly say it, but my bag is also at my feet. Like, I'm going to be sitting somewhere where I'm kind of, my back is to, or so I'm facing like more of the door, and then like my bag and a lot of my stuff. I don't care if it's on the ground, I just don't want it being behind me where I can't see it.
Okay, no problem.
I don't know if you explicitly want us to say it, but that is my thoughts, is like, I'm sitting so I can see the door, and my stuff is at my foot, and in fact, my foot is through the string of my bow, so it can't just be pulled out from underneath me.
Sure.
As is my backpack.
Okay. So as after you guys wait and go through the menus and look at all the interesting and different things that they have, a blue-skinned tiefling walks up to you guys. Welcome to Ramses. What can I start you guys off with?
How big are your portions?
How big would you like them?
I think a good fat loaf of meat, cooked, rare.
He pulls out a pad and begins writing and begins going down the line and taking your guys' orders.
And a big bowl of water as well. As for me, I will take the special.
Okay. Special?
As Virgil was kind of from high society, does he recognize anything on the menu? Are there any dishes from like different lands and stuff?
Yeah, there would be like a few different.
I'll try to just order something that might, I don't know off the top of my head, obviously, but order something that Virgil would like recognize from
Sure.
like as an elven dish.
Yeah. There's a dish that's basically made from some sort of like deer meat.
Yeah.
As well as yeah, just like Wellington. Okay, so you order that, and I'm assuming Connor's gonna order the special.
He's pretty
Yeah.
jazzed about that.
The bison, yeah. What's up, sweetie? Oh, okay. These guys are at Ramses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And for you, sir, TJ.
I'll have the special.
Perfect. Okay. Give us just a few minutes, and we will be back with your order. He leaves, comes back a minute later, bringing you guys mugs of water, because nobody ordered anything else. He brings a bowl of water to you, as well as a glass.
I'll take the water, I'll put it close enough for Cheever can. Yeah.
I'm here to bother you guys for a minute.
Cheever can actually drink some water.
As he's dropping off the water stuff.
Oh, do you have a sheet dragon?
Yes.
No, here.
Test,
What would you like?
order some type of cocktail.
Okay.
Keeping
Fruity or?
Sure, why not? Yeah, we'll go with something fruity.
Alright.
Um,
Basically, like they have an ale, a cider. They have some sort of whiskey that would probably loosely resemble like an old fashioned.
right.
And then something on like the sweet side was like some sort of like vodka lemonade
Sure.
type deal.
Yeah, like a lemon drop or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. Order the elf equivalent of a lemon drop.
Okay.
I'm already, my character's already kind of inebriated anyway. This entire time he's doing this.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, I'm still not following over here.
Yeah.
My guy's sobered up real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is your lunch protein?
Yeah, Reveler's not aiming to be sober today. It's just like, hold on.
So you you take some time and kind of hang out with your cheetah pet. The rest of you guys are probably talking amongst yourselves.
Cheetah. It is also what I heard, and then I realized what you said.
Oh, we need to turn him up. I don't know what he just said.
He said, "Wow, he hates you."
Okay, repeat that.
I said I also heard you say Chia Pet, and I got really confused, and then I remembered exactly what you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. Dandy's just walking around with a plant.
Petting it, saying nice things.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like he stole like this bust from this like high priest guy, and the bust has an afro.
Yeah, I was drinking, I had a question, I slept on it, and now I have a tree plant. The guy only offered 500, doubled
Okay. So after a few minutes of talking amongst yourselves, thank you.
I was wondering why I didn't hear you in this year.
Oh yeah. So the waiter comes back out. You would think magically carrying all of your guys' plates in his hands, and just comes over and just so finessively. He finesses all of your guys' plates in front of you. 2 plates in front of you. You each get your bison and eggs. The eggs look a little different than what you're used to. And then gives you the venison on rice with like a sauce. I don't know.
I will get a decent bite size for the chicken. I'm gonna cut up the pieces. I'm gonna slowly push pull next to it. It's like, and whisper is here. I know, probably understand. I'm still gonna try. I'm just gonna whisper, eat slowly. You don't want this to come back up.
Frickin' just goes ham on the plate.
I'll pass back the edge. Easy. Loyal bite size.
Yeah. So you guys begin to dig in. You're right. The eggs, they are not average chicken eggs. They're not eggs from any bird that you're used to getting eggs from. They are quite delicious, but dense would be a good word for it.
When a waiter passes by, I'll ask, what eggs are these?
This would be eggs of a cheetah dragon.
Fuck. I look at my Cheeto. Does he notice the eggs?
Doesn't give a shit.
Cool. I'm still gonna awkwardly just slide the plate where the eggs are on the opposite end of the Cheeto.
But sort of like, just like gesturing to the cheetah dragon he has, like, are there eggs valuable because they're tasty?
They're quite delicious, yes. Very high in protein, and they do not spoil. Well, your chicken eggs will spoil.
Exactly.
But like cheetah eggs, like they won't spoil in the heat because they're desert animals.
Okay, yeah, thanks. So I'm just gonna sit there, and I don't think I'm gonna finish my eggs.
They taste delicious.
Alright, they taste good, but like,
It's the awkwardness of it. The awkwardness.
Now you feel bad.
I'm sitting next to the animal.
It's like, oh yeah, old Bessie was real tender
I mean, it's like having a duck pet sit with you.
while you
At all
eat
the
turducken.
while I eat a duck.
Yeah.
It's just like, and you just don't feel good about that.
As you guys are all, well, Otar probably doesn't give a shit.
Like,
You gotta use that.
I'm trying to eat a mouthful of food. I was gonna say he's not eating his eggs. He's gonna,
So after the waiter walks off and you guys continue and kind of take your time with your meal, you guys are interrupted by a loud banging and shattering of glass, and you all look reactively to the kitchen, and you see this halfling dressed in all white just screaming at a dark green half orc that's actually working. You call this fucking cuts? What the fuck are you doing?
I instinctively grab the harness. Why are you yelling? I grab the harness of the cheetah just in case.
Sure. I want everyone to make a perception check.
Every kitchen's burning down these days.
10. 24. plus 5, so yeah, 24.
14.
Uh, 5,
17.
17, 22, 10, and you got a 24.
Yeah.
Okay. The 17 and higher. So you, TJ, and Reveler. While this is happening, and everyone looks forward, out of the corner of your eye, you see a pinkish, purplish, like, tendril appear from behind Connor. And just as quickly as you see it, as you go to look at it, you watch it grab the bison off of his plate and disappear.
Brian disappears.
I was gonna like literally say like control gun little finger elder blast at it, not to like kill it, but to like make it let go. If I can do it fast enough. Control.
I'm gonna stand up really quickly, and my chair's probably gonna kind of slam behind me. And I'm gonna draw my sword.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of, in a, not a whisper, but I'm not yelling it, I'm gonna say, what the fuck was that?
What did
I really have like finger music gun looking for this tendril.
what are you looking for? Did it take my food?
Yes.
Yeah, but where the hell?
It was like a tendril, like a...
Check under the table.
Some kind of tendril. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll look on the table as well. When I come back up, is the X gone? Oh, okay.
Well, you gave Otar your eggs.
What the hell?
Oh, sure.
It's too fast for your blast.
Hey,
I'm gonna...
I want my food back. I'm gonna get to finish that.
I don't know. I did my cheetah. I don't know. I was gonna blast it, but it's too damn quick.
Does the cheetah have a suspicious extra steak or
Nope.
burger?
Still working on... Because he ordered a really big steak.
Yeah.
So, like, even though it's eating, like, ravishly, it's still taking a minute, yeah. It didn't even lift its head at the commotion.
How do people react to Creor drawing the sword?
Everyone kind of, like, stops and looks at him.
And you gotta realize I also have 4 finger guns.
Yeah. Everyone's just kind of, like, watching to see, like, because you guys are looking around for something. So they're all kind of, like, watching you guys look for something.
Okay, I'm not the only one that saw that.
I reacted as well. So,
Okay.
there was a purple pink tendril.
Yep.
Tentacle? What would you call that? Was it a tentacle or a tendril?
Better call him name, better call him.
So, I'm not the only one that got ghost on drugs.
Check my backpack. My bag of holding.
Everything's still there?
Cool. No, but it's done, ain't for me.
Apparently it's
No.
hungry.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna resheath my sword, scoot my chair back in, and sit down then.
Okay.
That was weird.
At this point, the waiter comes back after like watching you guys make that commotion. Comes back. Is everything okay?
Some pink tentacle took my food.
Or tendril. I don't know. I think the thickness matters if it's tentacle or tentacle. I mean, octopus tentacles, they're small, so it's a tentacle. However, like, have you ever heard of the giant krakens out there? Now that's a tentacle.
I'm sorry to hear that. Would you like another steak?
If I could get one, that'd be nice. Yeah.
I'll have another one made up.
Okay, thank you. I don't know what happened. I got through like a quarter of it, and then I didn't even see it. These guys did.
Based on your large friend still finishing his, I believe you. Like Otar's still like working his way through his, and yours is just gone.
Yeah.
And like, the way I envision this, it's like a ribeye. Like there's a bone in there. There's no bone on your plate.
There's no
The cheetah's still eating. He's still eating, and yours is just gone.
Yeah. My eggs are going. My plate is cookies.
What?
I said I just want you to know that ribeyes don't have bones.
Leave
They
those
don't?
hands alone.
Isn't? Or wait, I'm thinking of a New York, aren't I?
Or a T-bone.
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 Yeah.
T-bone. That's what I'm thinking of.
I got you.
All right. Yeah, Brina might hit me.
I don't know my steaks.
Is the ribeye the one that has like the eye, like the circle bone in it? Oh, okay. Oh,
It
whatever.
has the,
Which is the
Oh. Okay. So a few minutes later, you guys are pretty much almost done with your food before he comes back out with another steak for him. He starts to get to work on it. So what do you guys want to do next?
I gotta do some shopping. I gotta get some stuff for another for Joe Gaston, or some bloodhound fur and whatnot, so we can go find more of these flower things. In the meantime, after that, are we really gonna do walk back, or are we gonna get a carriage back to the...
we want to find something. Like rent horses or. But it would only be like what, an hour or two to get to town by horse.
I think it was 3 hours by horse to Terra.
We might be able to talk to Cedric. I think they have leases of location.
There was no Temple of the Helm in Terra.
And it's gonna be like all day to go there. Wait a second. How many hours will we be in the caves? We were there for we were there for a while.
Over a while. I mean, it said that we spent an hour checking insurance for flowers. So
Right.
we just had like 4.
We were waiting for 20
We
minutes.
started in the morning and we got into Altamont.
It was sundown when you guys got to.
We spent time at the caves.
So and like you guys didn't wake up like at dawn, and then it was
So,
you guys rode over, so it would have been like a 30-minute walk to the cave, or a 30-minute ride to the cave. So I mean, you guys spent 6 to 8 hours in the cave.
But like, would it? That was with all that searching. Would it be faster to just go through the cave somehow?
we'd have to fight a very literal waterfall to go back to the...
Yeah,
I guess we traveled long ways on a river.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shortcut.
What was that?
I thought we couldn't go back to the cave.
I mean, technically you could.
You know where it is? Where the house is located.
Although I'm not sure I want to deal with that heat again. That was kind of a lot.
Yeah, no. I'll take the time to.
No, were we renting those water things?
I guess there are.
I mean, I left mine back at the apartment, hotel, whatever we call it.
Well, you guys can do what you want, but I'm gonna go get our horses.
I'm gonna go shop for
Before I leave Altanova, I need to talk to a vet.
Veterinarian or
No, you.
A vet. His name is Vet.
All
the
vets.
gentleman.
I'll bet.
Not a vet, but all vets.
Yeah.
One word.
All
yeah,
vet.
we get to go find him first. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely want to get my horse back, but I also would like to find a jeweler of some kind because I've done some jewel work before, and I may be able to switch gems out with a little bit of time. I may be able to switch gems out. I just want to get some education on it.
Not. I can probably get the crystal beach in this place as well. So yeah, that works for me. Hey, I'm not that far scamming.
Oh my fucking beads. Oh no. Okay. All right. So, what's the plan? Heading to a vet?
Yep.
Yep, head to Abet and some kind of jewelry shop, unless Abet does both.
Okay. Um. Okay. Sure.
If they're on the way.
So the bazaar is interesting. I wonder if this is gonna let me do it. No. Okay. So right here is the pit, and the bazaar kind of makes up like a triangle around the pit. And so there's buildings on each, like, there's buildings all around it, and each like road, there's, yeah. And you see all types of different shops. You see on the path, you see two different blacksmiths. You see someone blowing glass, people just selling pre-made armor, selling used things, farmer supplies, and you do find this shop has no windows, and you can see on the door that above the door is a sign that says Kuldu's Supplies. Yeah, Kuldu.
One letter away from me.
Yeah. And the door has glass on it, but there's a lot of moisture coming from the inside of it. So you can't, like, it's the window's steamed over. Yeah. Asking around, you would hear that Kuldu's is the best place to find average ritual items. You also find that Miriam is the best place to find jewelry supplies.
What's the name of that shop?
Miriam is the lady that works there. Miriam's is, yeah. Oh. And then further down the path, you guys can find Abet's. Where would you guys like to go first? Or we can split up to whatever you guys want. Okay.
I would just go to Abet's.
Abet's, okay.
I have
By going to Abet's.
Okay. So you guys, Vets is very easy to identify. He has large, like 1 square foot sized gems on these pedestals in the window, and then he's also got
1 foot?
yeah, like
Those are
large
those
gems.
are bigger than the Hope Diamond. These things are.
It's not a boulder. It's
Like you would think that these are like heavily polished, like thunder eggs and something like that. Like he's obviously not picking these things up and taking them out of their window.
Right.
They're also not so valuable that he cares if someone tries to break in and take it.
They're huge gems. How are they not valuable? But okay.
Thunder eggs are huge. Yeah.
Still, like,
Yeah, no, they're still really cool. They're worth something. But you imagine with how much money that the city deals with, it's probably nothing compared to them.
so.
So you guys walk into the doorway, and as the door opens, you guys hear a you walk in. There's a little bell above the door, and there's a very finely dressed elven male sitting behind a corner, or not behind a counter, and he's got these glasses on that have like 3 scopes out, and he's kind of messing with some small hand tools, and he kind of looks up. Oh, welcome in. Welcome. How can our vet help you?
I think that is a good stopping point. Meeting up with Avet. We are about 1/3 of the way into episode 4. I think this is episode 4. In this time, the party went to bed. They woke up. They bought some things. Traded shields. Dandy bought a cheetah dragon, which is really cool. Can't wait for you guys to see more stuff about that. Don't forget to hit the follow button, the subscribe button, the bell notification, all of those things. That ways you get notifications for when I go live. I will be breaking this 6 hour and 45-minute video into 3 parts. That ways it's a little bit easier to a little bit easier to manage when you or anyone goes back to watch it on YouTube. 2 hours to listen to a video is a lot easier than 6 hours and 45 minutes. Because you gotta stop it, pick it back up with your daily life, or listen to it in the car. But hey, if you subscribe, you can always find that video super easy. Don't forget to send a like, say a hi for the next video. That's where I'm gonna leave off for this evening. I'm gonna hopefully go live again more throughout this weekend. If I didn't say it before, thank you guys for tuning in. This was the first live video of 66 as a group, being called 66. Also, first live video of going live on 3 platforms. We went live on Twitch, live on YouTube, and live on my personal Facebook account. Don't really know how that one works. I think I'm gonna try to figure out how to make like a group page and then go live and then share that everywhere. I don't know how that works. I don't know how any of this works. But, hey, we're doing it. We're doing the thing. So, that's cool. But, anyways, yeah. I will see you guys later. And, such a cool transition. I will see you guys around the table. Thanks for hanging out. Good night.